What's up, guys? I'm back again for a review of Denzel Curry, King of the Mischievous South, Volume 2. King of the Mischievous South is a trap album. He's getting back to his past of King of the Mischievous South, Volume 1. It's like, it's a reference. So the first track, Ultra Shit, it's a really good cloud rap song. I like Denzel's more muted voice on this track. And also the beat is really, really good. I don't have a lot to say about it because, I don't really know. I'm not like a cloud rap expert, and I usually don't like cloud rap, so then liking this, there you go right there, man. Next track is Set It. So I said I liked how grandiose this beat is. I feel like the beat really rises up. The strings add a lot to this track, and also Denzel's flow and verses are really great on this song, and Maxo Cream also has a good verse too, so it's nice to see, the feature actually providing something to the song. I also like how Maxo Cream switches his flow about halfway through the song, but it's only for like a bit. I mean, it's very fluid. He's very fluid rapping. I can say that about a lot of the features on this album. They take the beat and they slide on it very fluidly. Denzel, he gets into like funny lyric bag on this album, man. He has a bunch. On this song, he said, "Feel like JFK. Trying to keep my head on straight." Really funny. Okay, the next one is Hot One. So when Hot One first released, I did not like it as a single. I'm like, this isn't my vibe. What is Denzel doing? What a tragedy. Now that it's on the album, it clicked. I really like the sample on this song. It's from, I don't even know what song, but the feature is Hollow Point. I don't even know who that is. It works really well with how like muted it is on the hook. The hook is very catchy because of that sample, and I think that sample also really works because of how like the track is nearly cloud rap as well. There's a lot of cloud rap influence on parts of this album. Catch a hot one to your temple home. And then ASAP Ferg's verse at the end is, I'd say, the most noticeable verse. Tia Corinne does fine, but this ASAP Ferg verse, he really slides on that beat. I'd say it's a top 3 feature on the album. Black Flag Freestyle. The beat is really great because of the strings and the noise that like punches in during the beat. It sounds like a Star Wars gun, I think. It might be. Denzel Curry's like a huge nerd. It could easily be like some sci-fi shit. It sounds great the way it punches in every once in a while. Denzel's verse is good, but I'd say most of all the Mexican OT has the best verse on this song, and I'd say the best verse on the entire album. He's so like free with his rapping and keeps it on beat. He has so many different flows that he morphs throughout the song, and it sounds really, really great. I don't even know who the Mexican OT is, but he nailed it. Also on I think the hook, when Denzel Curry says, "I don't play about my family, about my business, about my Skrilla." I really like that lyric. It's fun. It's cool. And also Denzel Curry said, "Your hoes take a cock or two. So that bitch a bird." That's really funny. There's an interlude after this. This is one of the most memorable interludes, but whatever. Then G's Up hits. I really like how aggressive this song is. Like Denzel Curry's rapping is very aggressive, especially on the hook on this song. But also he does this whispered rap on part of the song, and it sounds really great. Production's good on this song too. I don't know how to describe the production on this song. You've kind of got, I can't describe it other than the sound at some point. I can make that noise. Whenever I see a 2 Chainz verse, I'm always really excited because it means he's going to say something funny. And he said, "Know you want a piece of me, I got the toppings on me." That's flames. Pizza me, toppings. Then Lunatic interlude hits. I think this song would have been cool as a full song, but I appreciate how it could be just an interlude as well. And it transitions into SKED extremely well. Transition into SKED. Immediately you notice the bass. The bass opens so hard with like fireworks. It goes boom, boom, boom. It's really loud and prevalent and dope and in your face, and it rocks. Denzel Curry's rapping on the first verse is great. "Sleep on this. I gotta ask Bill Cosby if he roofied this." That's hilarious. He's giving 2 Chainz a run for his money, that's for sure. The hook is extremely catchy on this song. Bitch you scared, bitch you scared, bitch you scared, bitch you. It's really catchy, and the bass is always blasting during the hook, and that's amazing. It cuts out for the verses, which I think is fine because you have to let the rappers rap. And also I'd say this song is the most well-rounded with the features. I think Project Pat and Kenny Mason both have great features on this album. Kenny's verse, this is another one of those verses on the album that's very fluid and natural, the way it changes flows. Also, there's a great use of assonance on this, and whenever I hear a good use of assonance, it always gets me perked up because it sounds amazing. And he uses alliteration with it as well. Project Pat, he does his classic rapping. Bum 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 bado. Some bum 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 bado. Sounds really good. The way he enunciates his bars at the end has always been really fun. So SKED, great hook, great beat, great bass, great verses, amazing song. Then Choose Wisely interlude hits, and it's like a short reprise in transition into Pimp. Pimp opens with just the piano and strings and Dolla singing going, she loving it, yeah. And it sounds amazing. It's like already getting you into this like, I guess, ethereal mind state. And then piano goes, the strings go, and then the beat drops. Ty drops the hook and it's amazing. Dolla Sign singing and hook on this is great and catchy. I will say Juicy J's verse, it's fine. Nothing too memorable. But Denzel's verse on this song is great. His rapping is very braggadocious about, how he's getting play, unlike me writing this review. And yeah, this song overall is amazing with the strings and the piano and the rapping. I don't have much more to say about Pimp. It's a great song. Go listen. It's actually a good Dolla song, especially after the travesty of Vultures. And then Wishlist. Wishlist featuring Armani White is probably the best song on the album. The strings work really well with the trap beat, and there's really good background vocals as well on that beat. It just all meshes together very well. Whilst Denzel is rapping, there's some like quiet ad-libs that if you like catch them, it's funny to hear. This song is really fun, with just how toxic it is. I think toxicity, that can make songs really fun. There's a reason Future has a career, and he leans into the toxicity with the hook of hoes gonna be hoes, they come with a wish list. Denzel's verse is good, obviously, and then Armani White has a great verse as well, especially the moment where he changes his voice and then the beat cuts out. He says, I'm in Miami, so you know them bitches fans of Denzel. It brings this like uniqueness to the song. Also, this lyric I thought was really funny from Denzel. They call her Princess Peach, she down in every pipe. Super Mario, whoa. And then we're down to like the last track. Hit the Floor is next. It's just a rage song. That surprised me. And I really like the contrast between Denzel's hit the flow and also his, what's going on, his rapping on the actual hook. Oh god, he's cleaning himself in the back. That's disgusting. Ski Mask verse is pretty fun. For the most part, I think his rapping is good, but there are moments where it like falters a bit, and I just wish he'd stay with his usual style of rapping quicker. I know, fast rap bad, but Ski Mask, I feel like he can do it. I think the song hits. It's a good rage song. I'd call it a rage song. Some people wouldn't. I didn't expect a rage song on the album, and if there was one, I didn't expect to like it, so this is like a really pleasant surprise. Let's say you're at like Burgerville, and you order waffle fries, and maybe a rosemary waffle fry sneaks its way in, and you're like, what is this? I don't know if I'm gonna like this rosemary waffle fry. And then you eat the rosemary waffle fry, and it rocks. That's what this song is. You didn't think you'd like it, but you did. And you're glad that you tried it. HOODLUMZ is the last song on this album, and then the outro. Denzel's verse on this song is hard. I really love his verse on this. The beat is pretty good for the most part. I think if you focus too much on that like high-pitched sound in the back, you will get annoyed by it. Don't think about that random ass noise too hard, and you will be fine. I do wish the beat was a bit more present on parts of the song, like on Rocky's verse. The drums cut out for a bit too long on Rocky's verse, and the song ends a little abruptly. It kind of catches me off guard. This is probably my least favorite song on the album. I don't think it's bad though. I don't think there's a single bad song on the album. I think there are moments on each song or weaker verses that could be better. I also like the outro on this album. It's like an old CD player or cassette, maybe even flicking through all of Denzel's tracks in the album, and it's really cool. The album ends. Quite sad. The interludes on this album, I feel like interludes get so much hate for absolutely no reason, because the interludes on this album are tough. I feel like you're really drawn into this, I guess, world of the king of the mischievous South. It's rare when I listen to a trap album that I feel like I'm in that, I guess, like real mind state of just everything's a banger and everything flows together well. Overall, Denzel's rapping is obviously shines on this album. I think a lot of the features also shine really bright, but some of the features shine a little darker. But I think that's okay, because I think there's no miss on this album, which there's not many albums where I can say there's not a single song I don't like. Even though HOODLUMZ is my least favorite, there's no song that I think, oh yeah, I'm not gonna listen to this. Every song here is a playlist save for me. Every beat on this album rocks as well, and for a trap album, it has a lot of diversity in sound, with the rage and the other stuff with like the rage and the cloud rap. I didn't expect this album to be something that I liked. King of the Mischievous South Volume 2 is honestly one of the better albums made this year, and I think it's definitely gonna make my top 10 list. Denzel's rapping is great. The beats are hard. There's not a single miss. Honestly, this is a high 9. And that's crazy for me to say, because I really didn't expect everything to be great on this album, but it is. That makes this my favorite Denzel Curry album. Kill me if you want a reason for why this isn't a 10 out of 10, because there's just some weaker parts. Maybe it'll be a 10 in the future.